this is exactly what we will be breaking down for you in this video. Employment benefits, tax benefits, financial assistance, reduced hunting tags, free campsites, and of course, the housing benefits of being a veteran here in Idaho. Now, I personally have not served in the military. I know a lot of people who have. I've helped a lot of veterans relocate to the Idaho area, and I'm very grateful for the service. Here at the Go Idaho team, we are part of the VA Rep, which is a chapter here in Idaho that does a lot for the VA, including raising funds and donating to the Veterans Association. I have a lot of people here on my Go Idaho team that have close relatives who served that are part of the veterans, and so their heart is very generous to veterans. So I know that we couldn't have the freedoms that we have here in America without our veterans. So I'm very thankful for all the veterans who have given their service, their time, and even their lives to protect the freedoms that we have here in Idaho and across this great land. So thank you so much. Now, as I mentioned, I do have a team. I have a team of realtors and partners that I trust who work with me to help people like you who are thinking about coming to the Idaho area, who want to relocate, who want to have those freedoms that you fought so hard for, that are my partners. And so feel free to reach out to the Go Idaho team. Pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so that we can connect and learn more about you and also put a game plan together that's right for you. We love you and thank you for your service. Now let's talk some benefits about making a move to Idaho. The veterans hiring preferences closely mirrors that of the federal as far as the points go. So I'm going to put these points on the screen so you can follow along with me. 5 points, preference eligible veterans discharged under honorable conditions or the widow or widower of a preference eligible veteran, as long as she or he remains unmarried, are eligible for 5 preference points. 10 points. Disabled veterans are defined as any individual who has served on active duty in the armed services at any time, who has been discharged under honorable conditions, and who has a present service-connected disability of 10% or more, or are Purple Heart recipients. They are eligible for 10 points that will be added to the earned ratings and shall be placed on the register in accordance with their augmented rating. Widows or widowers of any disabled veteran or Purple Heart recipient honorably discharged may also claim the 10 points if he or she remains unmarried. Spouses of disabled veterans may claim preference if the veteran is unable to qualify for any public employment because of a service-connected disability. 10 points with offer of interview. Disabled veterans discharged under honorable conditions who have served on active duty in the armed forces at any time and who have a service-connected disability of 30% or more shall be offered an interview if they are one of the top 10 qualified applicants. Widows or widowers of any disabled veteran may also claim the 10 points if he or she remains unmarried. However, they will not be guaranteed an interview if he or she is one of the top 10 qualified applicants. So that's awesome. You know, I just love that about Idaho, how we kind of mirror what the federal does. Idaho gives you those preference points based off those qualifications. So moving to a state like Idaho, where they really love the veterans, is a benefit for you as a veteran coming to Idaho. Now, I'm curious to learn more about you. So down in the comments, put what branch of service you served in and if you did any tours. I love to learn about veterans, especially if they're coming here to Idaho, so how we can better help you and find that perfect match for you. So just comment down below. So here in Idaho, you have some tax benefits that really help out the veterans. First of all is the grocery tax. Veterans age 65 or older or disabled and age 62 or older may claim the grocery tax credit even when not required to file an income tax return if the VA disability benefit are the veteran's only income. We also have the state income tax and the state income tax exemption. The state income tax exemption is this: when stationed outside the state of Idaho, active duty personnel are exempt from Idaho state income tax. We also have a veterans property tax reduction, which is this. Effective July 1st of 2018, veterans with 100% service-connected disability may apply to reduce their property taxes by as much as $1,320. That's great. I love that there's something for the veterans, especially after all you did for us to have, you know, the freedoms that we enjoy. So the fact that Idaho is willing to give back a little bit really kind of can help offset, especially if you are on that fixed income and things, you know, any anything helps, right? So that's a huge benefit. Grocery tax as well as a property tax. Now, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a financial guy, so I always want you to consult your CPA, your tax advisor, for any other tax benefits that are associated with being a veteran here in Idaho. Now, there's so many groups that you can get into here in Idaho that really connect and talk, and you can join, and you'll learn more about the benefits on a deeper level as far as a tax and based off your personal situation. So just in general, kind of broad brush stroke here of some of the benefits of the taxes that you get here in Idaho. Those were just a few that I wanted to mention so that you could kind of see like, hey, Idaho does want you to come here. They want to help you. They want to give back to you. Now, the state of Idaho does offer some financial assistance. It's more isolated, but it's something, and everyone's situation is different. So the financial assistance that Idaho gives you is this. It provides up to $1,000 grant in case of extreme emergency to wartime veterans in need of assistance. You must have entered the military from Idaho or lived within the state for at least 5 years. The event or emergency must have occurred within 90 days of the request. So hopefully that doesn't happen to anyone. That just, but it is something that is available for a veteran here that needs that. So like I said, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully that grant never gets applied, but it is there in case that does happen. One thing that you'll notice when you're driving around Idaho is how many American flags there are in front of neighborhoods. It's really a great thing. A few years ago, when things were pretty chaotic across the country, people that were coming to Idaho, they were like, Greg, it is so nice to see the American flag out flying. I'll tell you this quick story. I had one gentleman, we were touring around the area, Star in particular, and he got out of the car and he just said, hey Greg, will you stop? I just need to get out a minute. And he was overwhelmed with tears because every house on the street had an American flag out, just choo, 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 choo. And he hadn't seen that forever. He was coming from California, and he got emotional, and it just meant the world to him. And so I think that's one thing that you'll notice coming to Idaho is you'll see a lot of patriotism, a lot of people who are proud to fly their American flag, proud to support the blue, and they're not bashful about it. And so you'll notice the sense of pride and American values here in Idaho, and I think that's what draws a lot of people to Idaho, is that you do have that. And just when he got back in the car, he was so really apologizing. He felt embarrassed. I just was like, man, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's great that you feel that. And of course, he moved to Star, Idaho, and I think Star is very patriotic. If that's an area that you've been thinking about or looking at on the map, they do the most incredible 4th of July parade and fireworks show, firework display. I mean, it's just really neat to see and to witness. So yeah, there's just some small communities around Idaho that just really kind of embrace that, and it's really nice to see. So if you're moving to Idaho and you're wanting to, get into the hunting scene a little bit, Idaho has plenty of things that you can hunt here in Idaho, but you do have a benefit for veterans benefit on their hunting tags. Okay, so the DAV license is $5. Now, what I'll do is I'll break down the amount for each tag, so you have an idea of the cost for those tags. So the first one, if you want to hunt elk, it's $16.50. If you want to hunt deer, it's $10.75. If you want to go after a bear, it's $6.75. And for wild turkey, it's $10.75. So those are the costs for your tags to go out and hunt and do your thing. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what you can expect when you move to Idaho and kind of take up hunting, if that's going to be new to you, or if you're already a hunter and you just want to keep going. Those are the costs that you can expect here in Idaho as a veteran. Okay, so this is really a great benefit for a veteran. So the qualification for this, which is free campsites throughout the entire state of Idaho, as well as state passes to all the state parks. So here's a qualification for you to receive that benefit. An Idaho resident veteran who is 100% disabled with 100% service-related disabilities, you'll receive that free campsite while camping within Idaho State Park. So that's awesome. And free day use access as well. That's just, Idaho giving back. And I love that. It's sad that someone might be in that situation where they're 100% disabled, but for you to be able to take your family and go camping and have that benefit, that's huge. So that is one benefit for you coming to Idaho, is you get free camping. So before I go in and break down all the housing benefits that come by being a veteran here in the state of Idaho, we do have Idaho State Veterans Homes, and there are 4 skilled nursing facilities in Idaho for veterans, all of which are Medicare and Medicaid certified. Honorably discharged veterans and their spouses are eligible for admission to the nursing homes. Spouses are not eligible for admission to the residential unit at the Boise home. There are limits to the number of spouses that can be residing in a home at any given time. So in Boise, it kind of looks like this. Boise offers a 131-bed skilled nursing unit, 36-bed residential unit, and a special care unit. If you're going to Lewiston or Pocatello, Idaho, those are both 66-bed skilled nursing facilities. And if you're looking at Post Falls, Idaho, that's a 64-bed skilled nursing facility. So hopefully that gives you an idea. Hopefully you don't need it, but if you do, Idaho has that, and those are kind of the size and restrictions getting into a home like that. All right, now when it comes to buying a home here in Idaho and you're a VA, it is so nice because you have 0 down payment, you have a high purchase limit, and you have a qualified lender. We have a qualified lender that can really help you and walk you through each step. Team Mandy with Premier Mortgage Resources, they are fantastic and work with a lot of our veteran clients, so I highly recommend connecting with them. I'll put their link down below and you can connect with them and ask them all the questions and go through all of that. What I love about helping with veterans is you don't have that down payment. And so because the loan is guaranteed by the federal government, you're not looked at a high-risk borrower. And so they know that you gave your time, the service, and as a thank you, they're saying, hey, we got your down payment covered, no worries, let's just get you into a home. Now, can you put a down payment? Sure, if that's gonna, adjust things, but I'll let that conversation be handled by Team Mandy because they are the experts when it comes to working out those details on your home loans. But one of the benefits I love about working with VAs is when a seller, if you're a buyer coming into Idaho and you're a veteran, and the seller knows that you're a veteran, it is so nice to let them know, hey, I've got some great qualified buyers. They're retired military, they're VA borrowers, and they absolutely love your home. The seller is very happy to work with a veteran on the sale of their home. They would love to see that because they know the type of people the veterans are that are coming here to Idaho, and they know how much you have put in to your service and your time. So there are so many ways that you can go about purchasing a home. Just connect with Team Mandy, connect with Go Idaho, but you can always go onto our website at www.goidahonow.com and start looking at all the homes that qualify for a VA loan, and you can start to see exactly what you can get here in Idaho with the VA. So that's one of the major benefits of coming to Idaho, and you have it too. And what I love about this is you don't have to sell your primary residence, or you don't have to sell your house in order to qualify for a second home as a VA. You can have both, and that's one thing that Team Mandy does very well. And a lot of people don't know that. They think, oh man, I already have a VA loan, I have to get rid of that in order to qualify, or I already used it so I can't use it on my other home. That is a misconception, and that is one thing that we love sharing with our veterans when they're coming here and thinking about purchasing another home using their VA loan. So you have a lot of benefits, and this is just the tip of the iceberg here in Idaho that you get. And so I wanted to share this with you so that you have that information.
It's incredible.
We absolutely love working with our VAs. So my name's Greg Langhaim. I've got the Go Idaho team. Anyone from my team can help you. We love our VAs. We love showing people around town. So if we can't help you here in the Boise area, We have partners across the state of Idaho that we refer out if it's too far out. So don't hesitate to just say, hey Greg, listen, I'm thinking about going up north, I'm going to eastern Idaho, wherever. Connect with us so that we can refer you out to our trusted partners who have that same love and appreciation for veterans. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom down below. All that information, including Team Mandy's information, is down below in this video. So until next time, go Idaho.